Hello everyone, welcome to Helm of Science. Myself Devopriyo Pal and I will be teaching mathematics in this channel. First of all, I would like to wish you a very happy new year. Hope this new year will eliminate all the sorrows and difficulties that we have faced in 2020 and we shall be able to get back to our normal life. So, without any further delays, I would like to start the class today. So, today the topic that I will be discussing about is the trigonometric ratios of allied angles of class 11. It is a very important chapter which occupy a vital place in the trigonometry portion of class 11 syllabus. Okay, so it is trigonometric ratios of allied angles or associated angles. Okay, so first of all, we have to know what are allied angles. So allied angles are what? If two angles are such that their sum or difference is 0 or multiple of 90, then they are called allied angles. So what is that? If two angles are such that their sum or difference is 0 or it is a multiple of 90 degree, then these two angles are said to be allied angles. Suppose I am writing two angles, that is angle A and angle B. Now, according to the condition, if A plus B and A minus B, that is, if their sum or difference, that is better to write A plus minus B equals to 0, or it is a multiple of 90 degree, then these two angles A and B are called allied angles. Okay, so let's take some examples based on this. So if I write 30 degree and 60 degree, so these two angles are allied angles. Why? Because the sum of these two angles will give me 90 degree. Okay, so their addition is 90 degree. So these two angles are allied angles. Okay, let's take another example, that is 30 degree and 120 degree. Now, these two angles are also allied angles. Why? Because this time their difference is giving me 90 degree. Okay. How? It is 120 degree minus 30 degree is equals to 90 degree. Okay. So in this time, the difference of these two angles is giving me 90 degrees. So these two angles are also allied angles. Now, another example, that is 225 degree and 45 degree. Now, these two angles are also allied angles. Why? Because in both ways, their sum is giving us, if I take the sum of these two angles, it is giving us 270 degree. So 270 degree is obviously a multiple of 90 degree. Okay, so we can say that these two angles are allied angles. Also, we can do in this way that their difference is giving me 180 degree. If you see carefully, their difference is giving me 180 degree. Okay, so their difference is 180 degree, which is also a multiple of 90 degree. So we can say these two angles are allied angles. Okay, now these were some of the specific examples. Now we come to the examples which are based on theoretical part. Now we can say 90 degree minus theta and theta, these two angles are allied angles. Why? Because if you look carefully, their sum is giving us what? Their sum, if we do the sum, it is 90 degree minus theta plus theta. So if you look carefully, then theta and theta will get cancelled out and we will be left with 90 degree. Okay, so these two angles are allied angles. Similarly, minus theta and theta, these two angles are also allied angles. Why? In this time, their sum is giving me 0. Let's see, it is minus theta plus theta. It is what? It is getting cancelled. It is 0. So from the definition, we have learned that if the sum or difference is 0 or multiple of 90, then they are allied angles. So in this case, it is giving me, the sum is giving me 0. So these two angles are also allied angles. Okay. So we have learned some of the specific examples and then the examples based on theoretical part. Okay. So another example, you can take that 180-degree plus theta and theta. These two angles are also allied angles because in this time their difference, that is 180-degree plus theta minus theta, their difference is giving me 180-degree, which is a multiple of 90-degree. Okay, so these are allied angles. Now we come to the sign convention of different trigonometric ratios. That means we know that we have four quadrants, that is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So we will be discussing the topic, that is the sign convention, that is in which quadrant which trigonometric ratios are positive and which trigonometric ratios are negative. So what the sign convention says, let me just draw the quadrants. This is x, this is x prime, this is y, this is y prime, and this is origin. Okay, so we know that there are four quadrants. It is the first quadrant, it is the second quadrant, it is the third quadrant, and it is the fourth quadrant. So in sign convention, it says that in first quadrant, we already know that all trigonometric ratios are positive. Okay, in first quadrant, all the trigonometric ratios, that is sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, and their reciprocals, that is cosec theta, sec theta, and cot theta, all the trigonometric ratios are positive. Okay, so according to the sign convention, what it says in the second quadrant, in second quadrant, it is saying that sine theta and its reciprocal, that is cosec theta, will be positive, but the rest trigonometric ratios will be negative. Okay, so according to the sign convention, in first quadrant, all the trigonometric ratios are positive, and in second quadrant, only sine theta and its reciprocal, that is cosec theta, will be positive, and all the other trigonometric ratios are negative. Okay, now in third quadrant, what it is saying, third quadrant, it is saying that tan theta and its reciprocal, that is cot theta, are positive, but the rest trigonometric ratios are negative. Okay, so in third quadrant, it is saying that tan theta and its reciprocal, that is cot theta, are positive, and the rest trigonometric ratios are negative. In fourth quadrant, what it is saying, in fourth quadrant, it is saying that in fourth quadrant, cos theta and its reciprocal, that is sec theta, will be positive, and the rest trigonometric ratios are positive. Sorry, very sorry. And the rest trigonometric ratios will be negative. So so let's revise from the first, that from the sign convention, what it is saying, it is saying that in first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive. Okay, in second quadrant what it is saying? It is saying that only sine theta and its reciprocal cosec theta will be positive, but the rest trigonometric ratios will be negative. In third quadrant, what it is saying? It is saying tan theta and cot theta are positive and the other ratios are negative. In fourth quadrant, what it is saying? It is saying that it is cos theta and sec theta, which will be positive in fourth quadrant, and the other ratios will be negative. Okay, so according to the sign convention, we can define this as, if I draw the quadrants once again, it is x, this is x prime, this is y prime, and this is origin. So in short form, we can write in first quadrant it is a. Now what is a? A stands for all the trigonometric ratios positive. Okay, now in second quadrant I am writing s. Now what s stands for? A stands for sine theta. Okay, so if sine theta is positive, then its reciprocal will also be positive. It is normal. Okay, so I am writing in first quadrant that all trigonometric ratios are positive. That means I am writing in short form, that is A. In the second quadrant, I am writing S, which stands for sine theta. And in third quadrant, I will write capital T. Okay, so capital T stands for tan theta. And tan theta is positive, then cot theta is also positive. And in fourth quadrant, I am writing capital C. Now, capital C stands for cos theta. And cos theta and will sec theta will be also positive. So we can remember in this way that there's a short trick we can call it as that ASTC rule, that is all sine tan cos. Okay, so if we want to go from first quadrant, then second, then third, then fourth, then we will move like this, that all sine tan cos. Why? Because if you look carefully, then in the first quadrant it is all trigonometric ratios positive, that is stands for A. In the second quadrant it is sine and cosec positive, that is sine is positive. So if we arrange it short form, so it is capital S. In third quadrant it is tan and cot negative, tan and cot positive. So we will write capital T. And in fourth quadrant it is cos theta and sec theta will be positive. So we will write as capital C. So ASTC. So from first quadrant to fourth quadrant, if we go serially, then it is ASTC. So we can remember in this way that it is ASTC rule. Okay. So in this way, you can remember this sign convention. Next, we will discuss the working rule of the associated angles. Okay, so it is working rule. What is that? It says that if a trigonometric ratio is associated with vertical line, that is the pi by 2 plus minus theta, that is uh, what it is saying, that it is the, if a trigonometric ratio is associated with a vertical line means this one, that is 90 degree plus minus theta, or it is 270 degree plus minus theta, or in general we can say, it is 2n plus 1 pi by 2 plus minus theta. Then then the all then the trigonometric ratios that we are having changes as follows. I am writing this once. It sine will change to cos and cos will change to sine. I have given this reversible arrow. It means that sine changes to cos and cos changes to sine. Okay, then tan changes to cot, cot changes to tan. Okay, sec changes to cosec, and cosec changes to sec. So this is the working rule. This is the first working rule, that when if a trigonometric ratio is associated with a vertical angle, that is this one, it is pi by 2 plus minus theta. Okay, so I am talking about this, that this this angles, 90 plus theta, 90-degree minus theta. Okay, 270 minus theta, 270 plus theta. Okay, I'm right, I'm talking about these angles. Then sine will changes to this cos will change to sine, tan will change to cot will change to tan, and sec will change to cosec, and cosec will change to sec. Okay, now the second working rule, that it was the first and this is the second point. It was the first point, now it is the second point. What it is saying, that if a trigonometric ratio is associated, now it is horizontal line. Okay, so if a trigonometric ratio is associated with horizontal line, that is pi plus minus theta. Pi means 180, so 180 plus minus theta, that 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, or you can say 2 pi plus minus theta, that is 360-degree minus theta, or 360-degree plus theta, or in general. So horizontal means this one, that pi plus minus theta, 2 pi plus minus theta, or in general it is n pi plus minus theta. Okay, then the trigonometric ratios does not change. Okay, so does not change means that sine will sine theta will be remain sine theta, cos will remain cos. Okay, tan will remain tan. Okay, cot will remain cot, sec will remain sec, and cosec will remain cosec. So when the trigonometric ratio is associated with horizontal line, that means this one. If I draw the quadrants, this one, this is x, this is x prime, this is y, this is y prime, this is origin. So if a trigonometric ratio is associated with vertical line, that means this line, that means 180-degree minus theta, or it is 180-degree plus theta, or it is 360 minus theta, or 360 plus theta. So then these trigonometric ratios will not change. Okay, so that means it is sine, I say pi minus theta. So what will be? It will be, it will sine will remain sine. Okay, because it is pi minus theta. That means it is associated with horizontal line. Okay, so it is the working rule for the associated angles. Now we are coming to different angles which are related with these associated angles. Suppose just now I have given some examples, that is 90-degree plus theta, theta. Okay, 90-degree minus theta, theta. These are associated angles. Okay, so I will discuss these angles. That means sine of 90, what will be sine of 90 plus theta, what will be tan of 90 plus theta, what will be cos of 180 minus theta. Okay, so isn't it? So I will discuss these topics. So let's first talk about the first associated angles. This is 90-degree minus theta. I will talk about first about this one. Okay, so I will discuss all the trigonometric ratios of this angle. So actually you know these angles, what will be this, because it is actually the complementary angles that you have done in already in class 10. So I am explaining this to you, why it is happening. So I will know that sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, then cos 90 minus theta is sine theta. Okay, so and the rest of that, that tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. So how it is coming, I'm showing you that. So it is x, this is x prime, this is y, this is y prime, this is origin. Okay, so when I say that it is 90° minus theta, that means which quadrant, under which quadrant it is falling? Under this quadrant, that means in first quadrant. Okay, understand? So when I talk about the 90° minus theta angle, so it is falling under first quadrant. That means this area. Okay, so it is falling under first quadrant, and we know that according to the sign convention that in first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive. Now look carefully, according to the working rule, what was that? That if the angle is associated with vertical line and horizontal line, and that was all of that. So here, if you look carefully, this 90° minus theta, actually it is what? It is associated with vertical line. That means this line. Okay, so it is so this is 90 degrees. So 90° minus theta means, suppose this angle. So we consider this angle. Okay, so this angle. So it is associated with vertical angle. So according to the working rule, what it is saying then, that if the trigonometric ratio is associated with vertical line, then the sign will change to cos. Okay, so if you look this carefully, so it was sine of 90° minus theta. So according to the working rule, it is, since it is associated with the vertical line, so it has changed to cos theta. Okay, and if you look so before cos theta it is plus. Why? Because in the first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive. Okay, now if you look cos 90 minus theta, so cos 90 minus theta is what? Cos 90 minus theta. So we have written that if it is vertically associated line, the angle is associated with vertical line, then cos will change to sine, and the trigonometric ratio is in first quadrant is positive, so it has changed to sine theta. Okay, similarly if you do the others, it will be tan 90 minus theta equals to cot theta, cot 90 minus theta is tan theta, sec 90 minus theta is cosec theta, and cosec 90 minus theta is sec theta. Okay, now we are coming to the angle 90° plus theta. Okay, so I'm writing just only 2 3s, and rest of all that you will do by own. Okay, now if you look at it carefully, this is x prime, y prime, and origin. So it is sine 90 minus 90 plus theta. So in which quadrant are under which quadrant this angle is falling? I can say it is, see this is 90. Okay, so it is given 90 plus theta, so it is somewhere in this quadrant. Okay, because it is 90, this angle is 90° plus theta means in this quadrant, that means in second quadrant. So in second quadrant, according to the sign convention, sine is positive and cosec is positive. Okay, so it is 90 plus theta, and this 90 plus theta angle is also associated with this y prime line, that is the vertical line. Okay, 90° plus theta, I have written that in working rule that it is associated with vertical line, that means pi by 2 plus minus theta. So it is pi by 2 plus theta, so it is associated with vertical line. So in sine 90 plus theta, it will be what? Sine 90 plus theta will be what? It will be, see, sine of 90 plus theta. So in second quadrant sine is positive, so we will put here a plus sign. Okay, so it is associated with vertical line, so sine will change to cos, so it is plus cos theta. Now we come to cos 90 plus theta. Now in second quadrant we know that only sine and cosec are positive, others are negative. So cos is negative, so we put a minus sign here. So now see, it is 90 plus theta, that is it associated with vertical line. So cos changes to sine according to the working rule. So it is minus sine theta. Okay. So if you do the other calculations, then you will get that tan 90 plus theta is equals to minus cot theta, cot 90 plus theta is minus tan theta, sec 90 plus theta is minus cosec theta, but cosec 90 minus theta will be what? Cosec 90 plus theta will be what? Now cosec is also positive in second quadrant, so it will be plus, and it will be, since it is vertical line associated, so it will be cosec change to sec, so it will be plus sec theta. Okay, so these are two, that 90 plus theta and 90 minus theta. Now we are coming to 180 degree minus theta. Okay, we are coming to 180 degree minus theta angle. So what is sine of 180 degree minus theta, cos of 180, and the others we will discuss. See, okay. So this is x, this is x prime, this is y, this is y prime, this is origin. So 180 degree means what? 180 degree means this angle, this total angle is 180 degree. So 180 degree minus theta means it is falling under which quadrant? It is 180, it is minus theta, so it will fall under the second quadrant. Okay, so it will fall under the second quadrant. So in second quadrant, and if you now see carefully, then this 180 degree minus theta line is associated with what? This is associated with this line, that is x prime, so it is associated with horizontal line. Now if the trigonometric ratio is associated with horizontal line, what is the working rule? Then the ratio does not change. Okay, so ratio does not change. So in sine 180 degree minus theta, so in second quadrant sine is positive, so we put a positive sign here, and it is, since it is associated with a vertical line, so sine will remain sine. Okay, now what will be cos of 180 degree minus theta? Now in second quadrant cos is negative, so we put a minus sign here, and cos 180 degree minus theta, that means it is associated with horizontal line, so cos will remain cos, so it is cos 90 minus theta. So similarly, if you do the other ratios, we will get tan 180 minus theta equals to minus tan theta, cot 180 minus theta equals to minus cot theta, sec 180 minus theta equals to minus sec theta, and cosec. Now cosec 180 minus theta will be what? Cosec 180 degree minus theta will be what? Now cosec is positive in the second quadrant, so we put a positive sign, and cosec will remain cosec because it is associated with vertical line. Sorry, very sorry, it is horizontal line. So cosec will remain cosec. So it is cosec theta plus cosec theta. Okay. So this was 180 degree minus theta. Now we come to 180 degree plus theta. Okay. So what will be sine of 180 degree plus theta, and the others cos of 180 degree plus theta, and the rest tan, cot, sec, cosec. Now if you see carefully, it is y prime, this is origin. Now 180 degree means what? This total angle, this total angle is 180. So plus theta means which angle? Plus theta means this quadrant. Okay, plus theta means 180 degree plus theta means it is falling under third quadrant. In third quadrant, what are positive? Tan and cot. Okay, these ratios are positive and others are negative. So, and if you look carefully, it is associated with vertical line, that is x prime, because it is 180 degree plus theta. That means this total angle plus this theta. Okay, so it is associated with horizontal line. So if it is associated with horizontal line, then ratio will does not change. Okay, ratio does not change according to the working rule. So what will be sine of 180 degree plus theta? It will be, now see carefully, in third quadrant sine is negative, so we put a minus sign here, and 180 degree plus theta means it is associated with horizontal line, so ratio will not change. So it will remain sine theta. Now what will be cos theta then? Cos theta will be 180 degree plus theta, cos 180 plus theta. That means cos is negative in third quadrant and it is associated with horizontal, so cos will remain cos. Okay, now tan. Okay, now we are coming to tan theta. Now tan of 180 plus theta will be what? Now see, tan is positive in the third quadrant because 180 degree plus theta is falling under third quadrant. So tan theta will be positive in the third quadrant. So we put a plus sign here. And since it is associated with horizontal line, so it is it will remain as tan theta. So tan of 180 plus theta is what? Tan theta. Similarly, cot theta, if you do, it will be, it is positive in the third quadrant, so plus, and horizontally associated angle, so it will remain cot theta. If you do the other ratios, that is sec and cosec, you will get that sec of 180 plus theta is minus sec theta, and cosec of 180 plus theta is minus cosec theta. Okay, so next we will discuss the angle 270 degree minus theta. Now it is 270 degree minus theta. So we will discuss the trigonometric ratios of the angle 270 degree minus theta. So what will be sine of 270 degree minus theta, cos of 270 degree minus theta? See, so making the I am making the quadrants. It is x prime, y prime, and it is origin. Now if you look carefully, what is 270 degree? It is 270 degree, this is this angle. Okay, so that means this line, it is, and it is minus theta. So 270 minus theta means it is falling under third quadrant. In third quadrant, what ratios are positive? Tan and cot. Okay, now if you see, then this 270 degree minus theta angle is associated with which line? It is associated with, it is 270 degree minus theta, so it is associated with y prime, that is the vertical line. So according to the working rule, if the ratio is associated with vertical line, then what it is saying, that the ratio changes will sine to cos, cos to sine, tan to cot, cot to tan, and sec to cosec. Okay, and cosec to sec. So in this case, it is associated with vertical line. So now it is given sine 270 degree minus theta. So in third quadrant, sine is negative, so I put a minus sign here. And 270 degree minus theta, that means it is 270 degree minus theta, that means it is associated with the vertical line, so sine will change to cos theta. Now, in the cos 270 degree minus theta, it is, cos is negative in the third quadrant, so I put a minus sign here, and it is associated with vertical line, so cos will change to sine theta. Okay, now it is tan 270 degree minus theta. So now tan is positive in the third quadrant, so I place a positive sign here, and tan, it is associated with vertical, so tan will change to cot. Similarly, if you do cot 270 degree minus theta, it will be what? It will be plus tan theta. Now, if you do the others, that means sec 270 degree minus theta, it will be minus cosec theta. And if you do cosec 270 degree minus theta, it will be minus sec theta. Okay. Now we are coming to 270 degree plus theta, this angle. So if I draw this What is 270 degree? It is this. And plus theta, that means plus theta means what? It is falling under fourth quadrant. Now in fourth quadrant, which ratios are positive? Cos and sec. Now sine of 270 degree plus theta, cos of 270 degree plus theta, and tan of 270 degree plus theta. Now in fourth quadrant, now is this 270 degree plus theta angle is also associated with vertical line. That means this y prime line. Why? Because it is 270, that means 3 pi by 2 plus theta. Okay, so it is associated with vertical line. So it is, since it is associated with vertical line, so the ratio will change. So sine will change to cos, and cos will change to sine, and tan cot, cot tan, sec cosec sec, and cosec sec. So in fourth quadrant, sine is negative, so I put a minus sign here, and it is a vertically associated angle, vertical line associated angle. So it means it is minus cos theta. Now what will be cos 270 degree plus theta? Now cos theta is positive in the fourth quadrant, so it is positive, and it will change to sine theta. Now what will be in the case of tan? Now tan is negative, so tan is negative means it is minus, and it will be cot theta, because the ratio will change. Now if you do the rest, that means cosec 270 degree plus theta, you will get minus sec theta. But in case of sec 270 degree plus theta, now sec is also positive in the fourth quadrant, so it is plus, it will be cosec theta. Okay, so this is 270 degree plus theta. Now we are coming to 360 degree minus theta. Now it is what? Now what is 360 degree? 360 degree means 2 pi. It is y prime, this is origin. 360 degree means what? This whole angle. Okay, so minus theta means 360 degree minus theta means it is falling under in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so fourth quadrant means cos and sec will be positive and others will be negative. So if I write sine of 360 degree minus theta, cos of 360 degree minus theta, and tan of 360 degree minus theta. Now it is falling under fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, sine is negative. Now you have to look at it carefully. Now 360 degree minus theta, it means this is 360 degree, this line is containing 360 degree minus theta. So this 360 degree minus theta is associated with which line? It is associated with xx prime line. That means it is associated with horizontal line. So it is, if it is associated with horizontal line, then the ratio will not change according to the working rule. So sine will remain sine, cos will remain cos, and tan remain tan, cot remain cot, and etc, etc. So sine 360 degree minus theta, so sine is negative in fourth quadrant, so it is be minus, and the ratio will not change, so it will be minus sine theta. In case of cos 360, it is falling under fourth quadrant, so cos is positive here, and cos will remain cos. Now in case of tan, it will be, tan is negative, so it will be minus tan theta. Okay, so if we do the others, that is cot 360 degree minus theta, it will be minus cot theta, and sec 360 degree minus theta will be plus sec theta. Why? Because sec theta is positive in fourth quadrant. In cosec 360 minus theta, it will be minus cosec theta. Okay, so these are some of the associated angles. That means 90 degree minus theta, 90 degree plus theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 270 minus 270 plus, and 360 minus. In 360 degree plus theta, you can very well see that it is falling under 360 degree plus theta means it is falling under first quadrant, and it is associated with vertical line. Okay, so in this case, what will be sine 360 plus theta? 360 plus theta will be, it will be sine is positive in first quadrant, so plus, and it will be sine theta. So if you do the others, it will be also same. That means cos 360 plus theta is cos theta, tan 360 plus theta is tan theta, cot. That means all the ratios are positive, and none of the ratio will change because it is associated with horizontal line. Okay. Now next we are coming to a very important thing, that is, you can say it is a formula as well. So what it is saying, that sine of, if the theta is, that it's the angle, it is negative. So what will its formula? So sine of minus theta is what? It is minus sine theta. Okay. Cos of minus theta is what? It is somewhat different from the other ratios. It will give us only cos theta. Now what is tan of minus theta? It is minus tan theta. Now sec is also same as cos. That means sec of minus theta will give us only sec theta. Okay. Cot of minus theta will give us minus cot theta, and cosec of minus theta will give us minus cosec theta. Now how it is coming, I will show you. I am showing i am showing in case of sine and cos only, and it is applicable for all the ratios. Okay. Suppose this is the axis, x and y axis, this y prime, this. Now if I take a line here in this way, that means it is making an angle of theta with this positive x-axis direction. So if I write this as p, then the coordinates I write as x comma y, because both abscissa and ordinate are positive in first quadrant. So it is x comma y. So if I take the same line and same, that means if I take this line as this, then this line will make minus theta with this positive x-axis direction. So what will be the coordinates in this case? It will be x comma minus y. Why? Because in fourth quadrant the abscissa is positive, but the ordinate is negative. So in this line is making an angle of minus theta with the positive direction of x-axis. Okay, so if I join these two lines, okay, if I join these two lines, suppose I write this intersection point as m. This is, I'm sorry, this is also, we can write this as p also, because if I join this line, okay, so this is p dash, it is p dash. So it is x comma minus y. Why? Because in the fourth quadrant, it is abscissa is positive and ordinate is negative. Okay, so it is making minus theta angle with the positive direction of x-axis. Now if I write this distance as r, and this distance will also be r, because these are same, and this distance, I write this as m. So pm is equals to p dash m. Okay, so in this case, in triangle PMO, what will be sine theta? It will be, sine theta means perpendicular. Now what is the distance of OM means here x. Why? Because it is the coordinates of p are x comma y. So OM is x and PM is y. And in case of this triangle, that means p dash OM, it is OM is x and p dash m is y. What? It is minus y. Okay, so in case of triangle POM, sine theta is what? Sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. That means y by r. Now in case of triangle P dash OM, what will be sine of minus theta then? So sine of minus theta is what? It will be now perpendicular. In this case, this theta, and in this case, this perpendicular is what? It is minus y and r. So r is the hypotenuse. So we can write it as minus y by r. So you can very well see that it is what? It is actually sine theta, and it is actually sine theta. So we can write minus of sine theta. Okay. So that's why it is given that sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Now in case of cos theta, what is this? Now cos theta from this triangle, that is triangle POM, in this triangle, what will be cos theta? Cos theta is base by hypotenuse. Okay, so base by hypotenuse means what? Here x by r. Okay, now in triangle P dash OM, what will be cos theta? Now see here, the x, that means the abscissa is not changing. Abscissa is remaining is remaining positive. The change is what? It is the ordinate. Ordinate it is changing. That means it is from positive, it is becoming negative. Okay, so cos of minus theta will be what? It will be also x by r, because it is the base by hypotenuse ratio, it is cos theta. So cos of minus theta is also what? X by r. Now x is what? Is OM. So OM is applicable for both the triangles, that is, it is base for both the triangles. Okay, so cos of minus theta is what? It is x by r. So x by r means what? It is cos theta. Okay, so cos of minus theta is what? It is cos theta. So if you do the other ratios, that means I have done this uh, formulas, I have written this. So if you do the other ratios, that means tan of minus theta is also minus tan theta. Sec of minus theta will give you sec theta. It means it is the reciprocal of cos. So cot of minus theta will give us minus cot theta, and cosec of minus theta is giving us minus cosec theta. Okay. So that's all for today. In the next class, we will do some problems related to this chapter and these formulas that I have discussed. So I hope that all of you have liked the video. And if you do, then please subscribe to our channel and share it among your friends for more of such videos. So we will meet in the next class. Until then, stay safe and take care. Thank you.